Happy birthday, Cancer. Welcome to your July 2021 reading. For those of you who are returning, thank you for tuning into my channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome to Peaceful Oracle. I wanted to say a quick happy birthday to all of you who have a birthday this month in July. I hope you have a wonderful month coming ahead because the energy actually feels pretty good. So one of the first things that I heard when I was tuning into your energy, Cancer, was new horizons. That was the word that I heard, or two words. And I was able to sense that there was this hopefulness, there was this embarking on this new path and new venture in your life and feeling pretty good about it, feeling pretty confident. I see Cancer feeling pretty hopeful and just not like there's this new path, but not worried about it or anything. It's this really new beginning energy to it. And I really like that for you, Cancer. It seems like, so cards were already falling out. So I just went ahead and started with your spread. And so we have the Six of Swords crossed with the Ace of Wands. And we have the King of Pentacles so far. I'm going to keep shuffling here as I talk about these cards. So I do feel like maybe for some of you, you are moving out of a situation or you're physically moving from a location. And it feels like you're leaving a space so you can really embody this new path that you want to step into. So I see some of you could be physically moving maybe to a place where you're away from distractions or you're away from maybe toxic family and friends or a work environment. You're ready for something new and different. I'm hearing that a certain place may be kind of triggering memories of a space that you just no longer want to be in. So for maybe for some of you, you're leaving like a work work environment, or you're kind of leaving a group of friends, like a dynamic of a group of friends. I'm seeing some of you kind of not resonating with certain people in your life anymore. And it kind of feels, there's also this energy of a certain place, kind of, maybe even a home or a place of residence, kind of remind you of maybe some of the things that you went through in that place. Maybe it's like fights that you had there, or just, just these experiences that you no longer want to relive. You're ready to move out of that space. So I'm feeling like there's a movement coming for you, Cancer. And whether that's a movement physically from one location to the next, it could also be just movement into a new phase in your life or a new paradigm. It feels like a completely new paradigm, like you've leveled up energetically, vibrationally into a new place, into a new space. I do see for that some of you, though, it does kind of feel work related, or it could be relationship based. I feel like there's a okay, so for the King of Pentacles, I was kind of sensing that this could also be a person in your life. So it could be a father figure. It could be, I'm hearing for some of you, it could be like a husband figure, like maybe like a partner. And maybe or it could have been like a long-term relationship. But it kind of feels like there's this move out of that space. There's a move out of kind of, okay, so for some of you, what I'm feeling is if you have like maybe you had a father figure that kind of took care of you, like you're kind of setting out on your own and you're not relying on, your parental figures to take care of you, like you're becoming independent. So you're kind of like coming out of that influence, like you're coming into your own. You're able to make your own choices, your own decisions. You're able to start also providing for yourself. So there could be that movement. So there's a lot of new beginnings, setting out on new horizons, a new path where you have a level of independence and a level of being able to make your your own decisions and your own choices and not having to answer to anybody. And I feel like this situation is coming from maybe a celebration. So maybe some of you are recently getting married, and maybe some of you are becoming new parents, like fathers and mothers. So you're kind of stepping into your own parental role. So it just feels like you're kind of moving up on the like you're onto the next stage in your life. So for some of you, you're moving out of the house, or for some of you, you're getting married and moving out. Something like that, something along those lines. I see a lot of happiness. So some of you who are getting married, if you are getting married, I see just so much emotional fulfillment. See a lot of happiness. For some of you, you also might be buying a new home. And I just feel like there's this, you're wanting to make like a family, you're wanting to just create this foundation for yourself. And I see a lot of joy and happiness coming from that. I feel like when I was tuning into your energy, Cancer, it felt the other words that I kept hearing was you like where you are. You like where you are in your life. You're excited for your life. You're happy with what you've built for yourself and you're enjoying yourself. And now there's just this new phase and it's kind of like, okay, well, now what does life have in store for me now? So there's just this build on just things that you're already enjoying for yourself in your life. What do we have coming up for Cancer? Okay, so there might be a need to kind of balance your schedule. Maybe you feel like you're being pulled in many different directions. In your present emotions, you have the Star card down here. And I'll go through each card and I'll also pull clarifying cards as well. Wow, you have some very beautiful cards here, Cancer. Feels like an auspicious time. That's what I'm feeling, like auspiciousness in your reading for July. Just being able to manifest things, being able to bring things into fruition. Things are falling into place. Things are working out. I'm seeing like just very smooth sailing. Like even if there are some things that you feel like might cause a bit of that someone would see as like, oh, that looks like an obstacle. I'm seeing like Cancer is just, no, not really. I got this. It's just, I'm enjoying the process. Like I was seeing like a home and like, let's say the home needs repairs. So for some people, they may see that as like a, like a burden or it's just so much work. But I kind of see you going into it with like, oh no, this is going to be fun. I like this. I'm going to enjoy myself, which is really nice. There's lots of celebrations, lots of camaraderie. I heard camaraderie. This really feels significant to like a wedding. I keep just feeling like there's a wedding coming up. Or you got married and you're building your life with your new partner and things are really going really well. It's a lot of enjoyment and happiness and fulfillment, which I just love, love, love. Okay, so so with the Star card here, this is what's giving me that sense of just being able to manifest the things that you really want to manifest in your life. In your environmental sphere, we have the Empress. So this could be, this is fertility. This could be abundance, having more than enough to be able to provide for yourself. This could also be someone significant in your life as well. Maybe some of you are looking to get pregnant, looking to start a family. And I did feel that energy with the 10 of Cups as well. Looking to start a family. I did see travel as well. So maybe some of you are wanting to travel and get away from things. I also see that you're also protecting yourself, protecting your energy from maybe toxic people. And I think that's why maybe you're trying to also keep things in balance. Like you're trying to keep all the plates spinning, and you're doing a pretty good job at it, actually. I'm going to clarify these cards with the good tarot. Okay, so let's look into the Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands could be like a new project or a new job, but I was just kind of feeling like there's just this new phase in your life, and I feel like you're ready for that new phase. And there's just this but it's also needing to kind of put something to rest, walk away from something that felt kind of like it was defeating you. But I remember your readings from a couple months ago, Cancer, and I do remember that you were kind of in that energy for a while, and now you've come out of it slowly over time, and now it's settled itself, and that energy is behind you, and now there's just this really good, new, fresher energy coming in for you. Yeah, and then it's clarified by the Page of Water. So this new lands. It's like you're in this new space of new friendships, new relationships, navigating these waters and that really does remind me of, getting married, like those first few years when you first get married. It's like you kind of learn how this thing works, right? So you're like learning, unless you're someone who's getting remarried, then you know a little bit more about the dynamics. But, there's like this understanding of each other, and this, like, how are we going to work together and build this life together to bring what we want. It kind of seems like there's this vision. You have a vision of how you want things to be. I do also feel like for those of you that part is not like if you're not newly married or getting married and that's not your thing, I feel like there's also this focus on feeling like life is kind of coming together just in general, that things are falling into place, that whatever you set out to do, whatever you set out to manifest, it's happening quickly and it's happening effortlessly. Yeah, being able to manifest your dreams and your visions to bring the abundance that you want. Some of you might have a new idea. I'm seeing that for some of you, if you have a business or you're an entrepreneur, then maybe you have an idea to expand on your business or to kind of take it up to the next level. And that will bring a lot of abundance for you, a lot of stability. You're kind of also in this place of financial planning. So you could be in this space of making sure that everything is paid off and that all the finances are in a row. Like you have all your decks in a row, and you have enough. Also, I'm hearing you have enough for a rainy day. So maybe some of you are working a little bit extra. You're planning for the future. You're planning for ahead of time, to make sure that you have enough for you and your family, especially for some of you who want to start a family, because I did see some like fertility, like want family planning, like wanting to build those foundations. There's a lot of good earth energy here, a lot of good earth and fire. So I'm seeing really good stability cards, really good foundational cards. I'm not seeing too much of a struggle with anything. It kind of feels like you have everything pretty balanced. And I think you'll feel that way this month too, Cancer. The 10 of Cups, we have the King of Water. Yeah, like this is so It's so just it's so auspicious. I don't know another word to describe this reading, but it's very auspicious. The time is right. The time is ripe. I'm also seeing that for some of you, your voice will come off like you'll be well received with the things that you say. So I'm not seeing that there's not much confusion over communication this month. So you'll find that communicating with other people will come pretty easy. That people will like listen to you once and they'll understand what you're saying. So it won't feel like a struggle to get people to understand you or to see things in the way that you want it to be seen. Clarification card. 3 of air. Okay, so there also might be, there may be a few people or a few situations in your life where you're finding that you need to kind of balance it out. So it could be just, maybe it's like family, so you can't really, there's only so much space, right? Like, I mean, I guess for some, we could completely walk away from family if that's what you need to do. But maybe there's just kind of like a little annoyances, or it could also be like people that kind of make you feel like you need to protect yourself, kind of make you feel like you're not being seen, like you're being, like they don't like maybe that things are going so well for you. And so you needing to kind of balance that energy. There's something that it's almost like you're trying to manage some people to like keep them from encroaching too much into your space. So you're kind of trying to keep everybody happy so that energy is not coming towards you because you want to stay in this good space here. Clarification card for the star card here. What is Cancer trying to manifest? I'm hearing Scorpio. So maybe for some of you, there's a Scorpio in your life that you're trying to manage. Sorry, I did drop a card. So let me just grab that card real quick. Okay, 7 of Earth. Okay, so this is like a very focused intention of being very clear about what you want in your life and what you don't. Looking at everything up until now in what you've manifested and seeing where some things you can probably give less energy to and where you want more of. So you're prioritizing. I'm seeing that you're kind of assessing your priorities. What's most important to me? And then we have the 5 of Fire and the Ace of Air. What resonates with you the most? Okay, so I'm also seeing that you're seeing the truth of something. There's illumination here about a certain situation as well. You're seeing something from a different perspective and from a different angle, and it's kind of changing the way you see something, or maybe see somebody, or see like a dynamic in in a relationship, maybe within family, because I was seeing like here when I was tuning into this energy, I kept hearing Scorpio. So maybe there's a Scorpio in your life that you need to you need to manage, or you need to keep that energy balanced, because maybe their energy can be a bit overwhelming, a bit invalidating, a bit maybe depressing, or just kind of doesn't make you feel safe, doesn't make you feel good about yourself. So you're like protecting yourself from that energy by keeping them in balance, like in check. Like, for example, if you have, a parental figure that tends to need you a lot, like needs you to show up for things, or needs you to, it's kind of like you're giving them a little bit just to keep them happy, but at the same time, making sure that you don't give too much where you feel drained. Because like you love that person, but sometimes they can be a bit too much or overwhelming. So there's that kind of energy there. And I feel like that is almost linked with this energy where you're seeing something for what it is, and it's kind of changing the way, like, your perspective on a person, a situation. You're observing, you're being observant of some kind of truth, or maybe even a discord, or maybe you're kind of seeing like, oh look, there's this weird energy over here, or with these people that I never noticed before, and now I'm kind of seeing things from a different perspective. So you're being very observant, and you're being very, I'm trying to find the right word. You're being very, I want to say calculating, but I feel like calculating has a negative, maybe a negative undertone to it. So it doesn't feel like calculating. You're just observing the situation and seeing where you fall in that. Like you don't want to, you're thinking before you act on anything, or say something before you say something. So you're like watching and waiting to see like what's the best response to this, or what would be the best choice or best decision on how to handle this. Okay. What is clarifying card for the Empress? Okay. Oh, wow. There seems to be some memory reminiscing coming up here for you. Like looking at things that kind of have always been there and seeing them in a different light. Because has the Six of Waters reflection. She's staring at her reflection and kind of holding her. So sometimes Six of Water is reminiscing on childhood memories. Looking at like days gone by or years gone by, and seeing how different things have changed, or how different things are now. So there seems to be that there's kind of like a different shift in perspective or eyesight here. And I'm being drawn to her eyes and the star underneath her eye there. I think also I'm hearing that some of you are reflecting back on, I am feeling like there's a strong mother energy here. So maybe for some of you, you're reflecting back on your experiences growing up with your mother, and maybe some of the things that you learned about life from her. And now you're maybe looking back at that and seeing maybe some of the things that you learned either subconsciously or directly from her, that maybe she was a bit off on. Like maybe some things were a bit self-defeating. Like maybe you learned negative self-image, or you're seeing how the way she is, how that has affected you in your life, and how you no longer want to live along those along that criteria. So you're kind of rechanging things, you're changing the way you're seeing things from more from a neutral observer perspective. So this isn't something where I feel like where you're upset about it or anything. I kind of just feel like you're seeing the truth for what it is, but I'm not seeing an emotional, maybe there's a little bit of emotion there because there is 6 of water, but I'm seeing it more of just kind of you're observing things that you've never noticed before. You're seeing them for what they really are. Yeah. Okay. So things being revealed to you. So maybe there's also in the month of July, I'm also hearing that maybe you'll find kind of the truth about things without realizing it. So you might be surprised. I'm seeing kind of like a veil being lifted. And then in your hopes, dreams, and desires, you have the 3 of Cups clarified by the 4 of Water. So this could also be kind of being a little bit hesitant about tokens of love and appreciation. There could be a bit of rejection. Maybe you're rejecting this extension of friendship or extension of love, or you're protecting yourself from that. Like you're not trusting people, but it's something that you're wanting, and if it's coming, okay, how do I want to say this? It's something that you're wanting, like you want that connection with people and you want those friendships and relationships. But I think that maybe there's a part of you that sometimes when it comes towards you, we become a bit skeptical. So we may find that we end up rejecting those offers, even though they're coming from a genuine place. I'm going to pull another card for that. What's another clear? Oh, there we go. 8 of Air. Yeah. So keeping yourself stuck in that space. I kind of see this as more of you're rejecting just this energy that you want to manifest, like not wanting to, you are in kind of like you're protecting yourself. You're a little bit on guard. At the same time, you're being very careful about people and what they're bringing in and what their intentions are. Okay, so with the 8 of Air, I'm also seeing, let me take a look at this card a little bit closer here. Okay, another thing that I was seeing with the 8 of Air was being mindful with maybe where someone is showing you a smoke screen, like an illusion of what you're wanting, but it's not what it seems. So there could be these people in your life. Okay, this could go 2 ways. So it could be that you have some people in your life or friendships or these relationships, this community that kind of give you this feeling or this impression that you have something, like you have this in your life, you have these friendships and all that good stuff. But it's like, maybe there's a part of you that is you're instinctually kind of being able to sense that something may not be what it seems. Like there's this maybe there's a reason you're not trusting certain connections because it doesn't seem genuine or real. You're in a very observant space this month. The Star card again. Okay. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands, clarified by the Fool card and the Star card for your final outcome position. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. I feel like, again, this is, I'm feeling like there's this, I'm making a home for myself. And not just it not necessarily have to be a physical home, but for some of you, this could be a spiritual home. And I love that the keys are right above there, above the door. And it's like you're opening yourself up to, okay, so I'm trying to describe what I'm seeing in my mind here. Okay, or what I'm picking up on. It's, you are creating almost this paradise within you and within your own life, but you're also being very selective about who you let in. So you're just being very protective of something very special and very sacred to you. And again, you have the Star card with this new venture in your life, this new phase in your life, these new, I'm hearing milestones. So maybe for some of you, you're going through many different milestones. Yeah. There's this very gentleness, a very gentle energy to you this month, Cancer. I feel like you are just kind of floating through it, floating along, like you're surrendering to the process and you're just taking it one day at a time. And you're actually enjoying yourself. I'm hearing that for some of you, there's a sense of enjoyment or a sense of relaxation that you haven't felt for a long time. Sorry, I had something in my throat. Okay, I want to pick out a guidance card for you. What is Cancer's? Oh, wow. Okay. We have pretty much half the deck that just fell out. I caught half of them. Let me just go pick up those cards real quick. I've been dropping cards for almost every single reading I've done for this month, so it's just the way it's going to be, I think. Oh, I apologize for my clumsiness. Okay, Cancer, let's try this again. Cancer's guidance card for July 2021. Catch your breath. Okay. So there might be just a lot of things happening, a lot of shifting and moving. You may find yourself pressed for time. You may find that some people just kind of make demands of you. So again, kind of needing to balance people or keep them from kind of encroaching too much into your space, into your private, sacred space. So you may feel a bit intruded upon. You may feel like people are just putting their opinions where they don't need to. And I'm not saying it phasing you too much, but it could just be a slight hindrance or a slight annoyance. But if you have a lot of things scheduled, a lot of things to do, especially for those of you who are getting married or moving, or it's just a lot of moving pieces, a lot of things to do at once. So finding time to, I think Spirit says, to find time in your schedule to relax and to enjoy yourself. Oops. Okay, what is Cancer's challenge card for July 2021? Wow, yeah. You guys really are going into this just new. Oh, I love that. Yay. I really think someone's getting married. I really do. It's either a marriage or like a baby or move. I mean, I really feel like it's marriage. That's really, really strong this month. So congratulations for those of you who are getting married. But there's just this new path that you're setting out on with your partner. And it feels really beautiful and auspicious and really, really wonderful. But this is also showing up in your challenge card a bit. So I feel like there's this, okay, so I'm feeling like there's just this, there's this almost like a detachment a bit to it. Like there's this, let me pick out another one. Why is this in the challenge position? Okay, I'm hearing that it's because you're kind of protecting your energy. So maybe for some of you, you're protecting your energy too much. You might be too much on guard, too shielded. Maybe you need to put your defenses down a bit. Because I think that it may be blocking you from being able to enjoy what is coming up for you. Because you have really, really good cards and very good energy coming in for the month of July. And I feel like that maybe there's this resistance to it. Yeah, because that's what I felt with the 8 of Air and the 4 of Water here as well. With the 3 of Cups, like you're celebrating. Okay, so you mean the three of Cups is this celebration, this community. There's this coming together with friends and family and enjoying yourself. But we have the 8 of Air and the 4 of Water. So it's kind of like shielding yourself, putting your defenses up, walls up, and not trusting or not really kind of suspicious of these offers that are coming in. So there could be a bit of this defensiveness from you. Maybe you're being a bit too shielded, too guarded, because I think I can see like there's these tokens of love just coming towards you. And you have this new phase in your life, or this new path. You're moving forward. There's things progressing. Things are manifesting for you. But there could be a bit of this reservedness, like I don't trust people, and I don't know if I want to let them in. So perhaps in the month of July for you, Cancer, it's not really about what's going on around you, because all of that is coming in very, very nicely and very smoothly, all the things that you're wanting to manifest. But it's, can you receive? Can you allow yourself to receive? Can you allow the walls to come down? Can you allow people in? Because there's a lot of love there for you. A lot of people love you, and a lot of people want to do things for you. They want to be there for you. They want to show up for you. And you could be kind of blocking yourself from being able to feel that. Not blocking yourself from it coming in, but blocking yourself from being able to enjoy it. Okay, what can Cancer look forward to in the month of July? What can Cancer look forward to in the month of July? Oh, yeah. See, like you have just so many good things coming on. Like I'm just seeing like this, just, I was going to say this garden, but there's a garden on this. But I saw like there's this energy of just everything blooming and flourishing and opening. And there's a lot of flowers here too, a lot of abundance. At the bottom of that, I felt called to put that card down as well. Change. Things are shifting and changing in better directions and better horizons, a place that has more light in it. I feel like some of you are coming out of some dark phases or some darkness. You're coming out of some of you are kind of warming up to this idea of coming out of hibernation or coming out of this place of a darker place. Not like, I'm not sensing, I mean, maybe for some of you, you were kind of maybe in this more limiting, depressive state, but I'm just kind of feeling like for some of you is more of like a stuckness. Like things weren't really moving in the way that you wanted them to, or quickly, or some things, or maybe there was a lot of shifting and we were having a hard time adjusting to the shifts. But now I feel like there's so much going on and it's everything that you've ever wanted. What is Cancer's animal totem for this month of July 2021? What is Cancer's animal totem? Oh, wow. I love that hummingbird spirit. Be here now. Yeah. So I do see you in this month wait, hold on. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. I felt this one as well. Take time out. And I kind of feel like that kind of goes with the catch your breath card as well. So making sure you find time for yourself, time to rest, time to rejuvenate, because I feel like there's a lot going on for you in July, but all good things. You're just going to be very busy and maybe pulled in a lot of different directions. A lot of phone call. I'm seeing like lots of phone calls, like people calling you constantly, like needing your attention. And I feel like this month, the way that you're going to deal with all of the shifts and all the things that are going on for you is by taking it one moment at a time and savoring one moment at a time. Because I think that because it's such an auspicious things that are happening, you're going to enjoy it. Like it may be tiring maybe physically tiring, but I don't see it being like emotionally tiring or exhausting, except for maybe some of the people that are a bit demanding. But the things that are manifesting in your life are all good. Strong relationship cards this month, strong relationship energy this month. Beautiful energy, beautiful friendships, connections with people, love, lots of love, and like long-term love, like foundations, building a home, building a family. Beautiful. I love that. Be very beautiful. Stability. I saw a lot of stability. Okay, so you have two cards. Oh no, you have three cards here. Okay, so this is from the Love and Relationship deck. So this could be relationship with yourself or with others. Okay, so I feel like this is definitely partnerships in this one. A connection that matches really well. And I'm also hearing like this connection, I kind of feel like is a little bit more, you're more, this could be maybe for some of you, if you've been kind of hiding your relationship with someone, you've been a bit on the down low with it. So maybe you're kind of coming out more about it. Like, hey, this is my partner. This is who I am. This is who I love. And we're happy together. So you're being more outspoken, showing yourselves more to the world, to life. And like being like, here we are, this is us. And again, I'm seeing rest and rejuvenation. So you may find yourself being tired this month, taxed a bit. Really, there's some strong cards of saying take time out with the brown bear spirit, take time out, rest, hibernate, rejuvenate when you need to. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. And I really feel like that is the energy of this partnership that you have with another person. I feel like it feels like a good match. It feels like a good pair because it's not overly intrusive in each other's space. I do feel that. Like you love each other, but you let each other be still authentically with like who the other person should be. You don't try to change them or try to get them to be what you need them to be. Which is beautiful. I love that. Okay. Surrender. At times, we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go, and all will work out. Yeah. And I feel like that energy was here, that there's this new thing, new phase, new path, new walk of life that you're walking into. And I think I remember saying that in the beginning, that there's something old also leaving, like a set of friends or a workplace that just no longer is serving you. Moving on to different things. Something has run its course, something just was feeling very stagnant and you were done with it. And I feel like you're also planning your making your exit plan. So maybe there's something that will take some time to try to exit out of because it could be something that you were in for a long time. So there is substantial stability, substantial things that you've built within that space. So it could be work. Like let's say, for example, you're an entrepreneur and you have been doing that job for years. Like that is what you did. And now it's like you want to do something different, but it's not such an easy transition. It's not like you can just stop doing your business tomorrow, right? So it's like takes time to kind of like, you have to let your clients know. If you have clients, you have to let people know that you're closing down, that this is ending and I'm moving on to something new, something different. And for others of you, it could be you're moving locations or, there's a lot of change to that. So there's this winding down for you of something old, while at the same time something new is coming to life. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. Yeah. So that just goes with these cards here, where you have like these three here is just make sure that you take care of yourself and you take time out for yourself, because you could be pulled, I'm hearing stretched thin or pulled thin by just all the things that need to get done for this new phase. So staying grounded. Okay. Cancer, that is your reading. I love this reading. Congratulations for all of the success and abundance that's coming in for you. And what better than to have it in the month of your birthday? So that's amazing. I love that. I think that this is such an auspicious month for you, and I'm so happy for you. And I will see you for August. Thank you so much.